be a presentation of the prior 2100 control, just to get you basically familiar with the overall layout and functionality of it. What you're looking at here is our custom front panel. It's laid out to give you your alphabet, your numerical keypad, and your cursor functions clean and simply to your right. Any of your mode select keys are right here in front of you. I can switch between a manual mode, an MDI mode, an automatic run mode, program, get to my tool page, or reset the control with just merely the hit of one key. I can utilize the lower functions for ease of setup and operation. If I want to do something as simple as handwheel run through a program, return the machine to a reference point, single block through a program, maybe grab a tool out of my tool carousel with our speedy next or previous tool option, I can use it right from the function. The screen you're looking at here happens to be in manual mode. I entered there by selecting the manual key. And then from there, I'm going to maneuver through our screen using the touchscreen capabilities. If I want to go to do a tool change, I merely have to hit my TSM function. I can go to my tool table, select some given tool I want. It'll automatically fill out my field. Then you hit cycle start. Machine's going to run up, do a quick tool change, and now load that tool. From there, if I wanted to turn my spindle on, I merely have to come down to the spindle function, give it some RPM I want to run, tell it a direction, then hit cycle start. Now my spindle's running 1,000 RPM. As well, I could have used our manual buttons down here. This would be our jog panel and manual functions that allow me to move the machine around, turn my spindle on and off or change directions, control my auger functions, flood coolant, mid-mist coolant, through coolant, all from the lower panel. You also have your override switches here that'll control the speed of the spindle and the axes, and your emergency stop button. From there, manual gives you a bunch of different functions. I can do quick setups by hitting my set work coordinate, merely moving the machine to some zero location, hit the button, you'll notice the display zeroes out automatically. Or I can do more complicated setups using their quick touch-off settings. In this function, I can use either an edge finder or an actual probe that allows me to automate the cycles. And I can come in, tell it I'm going to find the side of a part. It'll automatically take into account either the diameter of my edge finder or the diameter of my stylus, setting my zero. As well, I can go into my measure tool function if I want to physically set up the lengths and diameters of my tools. Here you have two options. I can do it manually by coming down and touching my part and using the manual length and setting a length. Or I can use an auto function which will automatically come down to a tool presetter and touch my tools off.